Hello everybody, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to play Bloodborne on PC with the ShadPS4 emulator. Now the first thing I have to mention is that this is a very work in progress emulator still, so everything I show in this video might possibly change in the future. If you want to keep in touch with the latest updates of the emulator, you should join the Discord server and check out this Bloodborne quick start guide. I will link in the description of the video, which showcases basically how to do everything I show in this video but in text form and is occasionally updated. Now the first thing you're going to need is the emulator itself. The build that I'm going to use in this video is this one. However, the build best used for Bloodborne changes really often, so I suggest you keep in touch in the emulator's Discord server, where they usually pin the best build used for Bloodborne. Now to download it, you're just going to need a GitHub account, which I have here, and you're going to click on here and download the latest build. This is obviously if you're running on Windows. If you're running on Linux, just select the Linux build of the emulator and download it. But this is the Windows Qt build, which means that the emulator has its UI. Now, to extract the emulator, just drag and drop this whatever you want. ShadPS4 is fully portable, so all the files are kept here. And whenever there's a new build, you can just copy and paste them here. Your save files will stay intact, nothing will be deleted. So once you have that, you can actually just launch the emulator and it will work. Now, in the settings menu, there's not a lot of things you can change. Do keep in mind that the PS4 Pro mode is currently broken, and changing it will probably cause all of your games to crash. And there's really nothing interesting you can change in the graphics or debug tab, so you can close that. And as you can see, here are the games. The next thing you're obviously going to need is Bloodborne itself. Now I know what you're probably thinking, and no, I cannot show you how to pirate Bloodborne, as that is not allowed by YouTube, and neither the emulator developers condone on it or endorse it. I will leave an excellent guide in the description of this video showing you how to legally dump Bloodborne files from your jailbroken PS4, but I cannot show you how to download the game illegally. Once you have the .fpkg file from your PS4, to install it, you press on File, Install Packages, and just select your file and it will install, and you will have the game here. So the first thing you're going to want to change are the patches. Right click on the game and select Cheats and Patches. Now as you can see, you have some cheats here. To download them, just select the repository. I currently use the Wolf 2022, but these two are basically the same, and select Download Cheats. Now here you can enable infinite blood echoes and similar stuff, but the more important thing are the patches. Click on them. Now first thing you're going to want to click are the repositories. I recommend using the ShadPS4 repository, as it has more patches, and just download them. Now as you can see, you have the skip intro patch, which you can enable if you want. The 30 FPS fix is if you want to play at 30 FPS but don't want the game to slow down whenever the frame rate drops. I recommend using this if you're playing at 30 FPS. These two I always keep on because chromatic aberration is just an ugly effect, and motion blur is broken right now and it looks really ugly, so I recommend enabling this. 60 FPS with delta time is an amazing patch which makes the game around 60 FPS. I recommend using this too. Now the other patches you can use if you want. And the resolution patches here are useful if you have a weaker system, so you may want to run the game at 720p. If you have a weak GPU, and you can also use these to run game at the ultra wide or just higher resolutions in general. Now after that is done, just save, and that's it. So even though we can technically run the game now, we're not going to do that because we still need to fix some issues with it. So first things first, you're going to need to find where your game is installed. If you haven't changed anything, it's going to be in the ShadPS4 directory, Games, and in here you need to find the game's ID. If you're unsure what it is, you can just read from here. And now we're going to install two mods that are going to fix a lot of the issues with the game. The first one is Bloodborne PC Sounds. What this does is fixes the sounds in the game, as they currently do not work out of the box in the ShadPS4 emulator. To install this mod, just download it, and as you can see here, it's 1 GB, it's not too big. And you're going to need all of these files here, so find the games folder, go to DVD root /PS4, and you're going to need to find the sound folder, it's the bottom one, and just extract all of these here, and that's going to fix the sounds. Now the next mod we're going to want to use is the Bloodborne Visual Tweaks. This is an amazing mod made by Fromsoftserve, who is a very talented person, and what it does is improves the performance by a lot by removing some of the unnecessary clutter on the map, and also fixes some of the graphical issues, as you can see, so I highly recommend using it. Now the installation process for this one is also quite similar. You just need to extract the map files, and you can find those in here. DVD root /PS4 map, and just paste them here, and that's basically it. You're done. Now, another thing I have to mention is that both PlayStation, Xbox, and even Nintendo controls work out of the box with the emulator as it supports SDL. So the only thing left to do right now is run Bloodborne. Now, and this gray screen is normal, but as you can see, the game is running. Now, I also have to mention that the game is not quite stable at the moment and crashes. As you can see here, the sound's working, and here are my save files. They will also work. I'm just going to go continue for this video. So yeah, the performance is all over the place, still depends on your computer, and the stability is not the greatest at the moment. The game will crash a lot. But yeah, as you can see, here I am in the starting area, and obviously there are some visual issues still. I can return to the Hunter's Dream. So yeah, the Hunter's Dream is also been fixed recently. It used to crash when going into it, but now it works. Now, and you can hear all the sounds are working. And obviously there are going to be some stutters and frame rate drops. The game has a lot of memory leak issues, so you might see the performance degrade the more you play. And as you can see, the blood also renders. It didn't used to render before. So yeah, I've played a bit through the game, and I mean, it's not in the best state right now, but the progress has been generally insane, so it's probably going to get more and more fixed as time goes on. And yeah, by the way, some of these, as you can see, the rainbow textures, sometimes they're kind of random. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. It's just all over the place at the moment. Dodge. Yeah, as you can see, let me actually dual wield this. I mean, I'm not a huge Soulsborne fan, but I like this game. But as you can see, there is a lot of visual issues. That also depends on the area. For example, Hunter's Dream does not really have many visual issues, but Yarnam has a lot of these blinding lights. See. But yeah, I'm going to try and get to the Cleric Beast. I actually haven't beaten the Cleric Beast yet on this emulator. But as you can see, in some of these areas I get above 30 FPS, although I'm running a fairly weak CPU, so that's not going to be often. I'm just gonna run past here. Yeah, let me just traverse the fog. As you can hear, the music is also playing. And I really don't deal. Oh. Okay. So I only have one blood vial, which is not really good. Actually, this. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, the game is running, and it may crash when dying. Like I said, this is still all very work in progress. Oh, he's staggered. I need more stamina. And well, I'm dead. But as you can see, the game is working, and that's basically it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and if you have any comments, leave them and I will try to answer all of your questions. And if you like the tutorial, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.